The infamous drug lord Ismael Zambada evading capture for more than 35 years before his arrest last summer. Now the former Mexican cartel kingpin is planning on changing his plea to guilty when he goes before a federal judge in New York City. The proceedings expected to happen at any moment. Mayo charged for his role in the brutal drug trade that brought cocaine, heroin, and other illegal substances here into the U.S. He led the Sinaloa cartel alongside Joaquin El Chapo Guzman for decades. Border correspondent Ali Bradley standing by with everything we are hearing from the courtroom. Ali.
Yeah, hey, Nicole. So right now we're waiting for that turn on that guilty plea, which is a major turn of events for one of the most notorious and prolific drug lords in history. We're talking about Ismael Zambada. Of course, a 77-year-old was actually arrested, but is expected to plead guilty today in that Brooklyn federal courtroom. Now, prosecutors accuse a 77-year-old of running the violent Sinaloa cartel with Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. You all know who El Chapo is. Well, he is in lockstep with him, ordering murders and torture while pushing tons of cocaine, heroin, meth, and marijuana into the United States. Zambada arrested last summer in New Mexico alongside Joaquin Guzman Lopez, who is one of El Chapo's sons. Now, it was an orchestrated plot getting Zambada into the U.S. on a private plane. Zambada claimed that he was ambushed and betrayed by associates who lured him under false pretenses into the U.S. Now, Zambada pleaded not guilty last year to drug, gun, and money laundering charges. A judge setting this change of plea hearing today, just 2 weeks after prosecutors confirmed they would not be pursuing the death penalty, something very similar to what we saw with El Chapo. That same judge sentencing El Chapo to life in prison, though, back in 2019. Zambada, the man who partnered up with El Chapo, preparing to admit that guilt today. Any moment now, we're expecting to hear that change of plea. The court, though, hasn't said which charges Zambada will plead to, but his anticipated guilty plea marks the downfall of yet another Sinaloa kingpin. It isn't about phase two from what his attorney was saying just last year, where he said this was going to go to a trial. Take a listen here.
Is your client contemplating a potential deal with the government?
No.
Do you expect this will go to trial?
I expect it will go to trial.
Okay, so we expect the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to hold a news conference here in a couple hours to discuss and comment on this change of plea. But again, Nicole, a really big change of events there from a year ago, saying this is going to go to trial. We're going to take this one all the way to the end. But now we're expecting that change of plea to expect Mayo to plead guilty to some of these charges, Nicole.
Yep, pleading guilty. All right, Ali Bradley,
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.